Hello, this is your friend Velma. Here's looking at you, kid. I'm going to show you a few things I'm cooking tonight. I have a whole onion chopped up here. I have sliced a whole package of crimini mushrooms, and I slice them. I like them kind of sliced like that, but everybody has their choice. They can do it however they want. I want to show you my new garlic crusher. Oh my gosh, I love this thing. See how this inside comes out for cleaning? But when you crush your garlic in it, which I'm not going to do right now, I'm going to get it ready to go. When you press it down and crush it, this little bar comes back over and takes the garlic off into whatever you're putting it into. So amazing. It's full stainless steel. It's wonderful. If you don't have one of these, oh my gosh, I love these. You know, like when I go to put those onions in the skillet, it just, you know. And let's see, what else? What other piece of equipment? Oh, I know. This isn't just a wooden spoon. This happens to be a, what is this? Oh, bamboo. It's a bamboo spoon. Look at how my thing is going over to that side. Okay, so I love this bamboo spoon, and this was my daughter's. She said, oh, Mom, you're going to love this spoon. And she's right. I do love it. And I'm Italian, but I love this bamboo spoon. So what I have over here is I have a pound of hamburger that I have cooked. And we're going to cook it a little bit more. And of course, the things I love to season with, as you know, I love this Montreal steak sauce. So I'm going to put a steak, not steak sauce, but steak seasoning. And then I'm going to put some of my garlic salt, my Lori's garlic salt, which you all know I love. I'm going to put some of that on the meat itself. The meat is almost done, and I'm leaving the fat from the meat in the skillet because it's going to make a really good meal. Remember, when you use mushrooms make a lot of fluid, so you don't need much oil when you're cooking with mushrooms. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my onions that I have all chopped up, I use Spanish onions when I'm cooking because they're a little bit stronger. They're really good for cooking. And we're going to put those in with the meat right now. And I'm going to let those cook. Now I'm doing something really interesting because I have picked a bunch of baby squash from my garden. Let me just stir this a little and get it going. So all that's in here right now is onion and hamburger meat. Now I'm going to put some seasoning on that to make it get a real nice Italian flair. And the seasoning that I'm going to use for that is anise. There's nothing like anise to make your food taste Italian. We are going to use some of my other homemade seasoning, but we're going to use this right now. This will kind of give it an Italian sausage flavor. Anise is what makes your Italian sausage taste like it does. So as you can see, I'm putting quite a few. This is the seeds. I don't like crushed anything. I like them whole. So that's the whole seeds that I'm going to put in there while we're cooking those onions up. Everything goes in the skillet together. And so we're going to put that in for now. We're going to chop up these little baby, look at these precious little small zucchinis. They're real tender when you get them like this. So we're going to cut those up. And we're going to chop them kind of small. I don't like them too thick. I like them kind of thin. I'm going to see if I can do them all at once. I might can. But you know, probably this video will be too long, so I'll stop it for just a minute. I'll get this done and I'll be right back. Okay, now I have all of the zucchini chopped up, kind of small. I don't like it too thick. And so I've got it all chopped up. I did put the mushrooms in the skillet. Remember that mushrooms are going to make a lot of juice. But I would guess that I'm going to need a little more juice in my skillet. But if I do, I might put a little bit of oil. But it's actually, you know, the mushrooms are actually making it pretty juicy right now. So I've got mushrooms, onions, and hamburger meat stirring with my Look at how I forget the name of that thing. Bamboo. Now this, which we're not going to use yet, is my home done herbs. And I have so many good herbs in here, and I dry them myself. I have basil, sweet basil. I have bay leaf, which I just put in whole when I use it and take it out before it's done. I have oregano. Oh, come over here, come over here. I have rosemary. And what else have I got? Oh, anise. Okay, so I've got all 5 different herbs in there. And we're going to put that in a minute. But first, we're going to put this squash in with the rest of the mixture. And as you can see, I'm using this little thing I just love. I don't know how anybody gets by without one. You can scrape up your board with it, and it holds it all over here together. Usually I get closer to the pot, but I'm doing this over here because I get a better video from here. So, okay, we've got everything in here now. This is going to be dinner by itself. Except wait till you see it. Oh my gosh. It turns out so good. I'm going to cook that until those squash are tender. And then I'm going to put my herbs. Remember to always put the garlic in at the end. Because if you put garlic in too soon, it loses all of its flavor. So you put it in right at the last. So that's just a little trick that my grandpa, who was an Italian chef, taught me. And once all of that is done, this is going to cover the top of it. It's going to be so cheesy and so good. And then I'm going to be serving it with garlic bread. I have these 2 little pieces for Penny and I. Look at how little they are. And I usually keep these frozen, which these were frozen. And I usually put a little bit of this, my herbs on top of it, because I just love that on the garlic bread. So that will go into my little toaster oven. And just before it's done, and in here I have some red peppers, which I'm going to put on now. I'm only going to put 1 little dipper full because Penny is kind of a wuss. She can't handle the hot stuff that we can. So for now, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to let this cook down a little, make sure the squash is done. Then I'm going to put the lid on it after I sprinkle the cheese on top. I'll be right back and show you the finished product. Okay, here we are. Take a look at that. That is the finished product. Is that beautiful? That's all the stuff I told you about. What a great meal it makes. And now I'm going to take you in here to my little breakfast room where I have set the table for Penny and I. I believe that all of us need to dine. You know, we don't dine every night. Sometimes we sit in front of the TV, but tonight we're dining. And as you can see, I have some little crocheted placemats that kind of match my setting that I leave on the table all the time. I have my little silver trimmed glasses that match the little dishes that have a little silver trim on them. And of course I have the silver napkin holders, and the napkins have the little gray lace like this. So everything kind of tied together. I love these little glasses. I will be serving water in them and red wine in those glasses. So we're all set for dinner. And you know what? Hey, you guys, that's it. What do you think? There I am over there in the mirror. He's looking at you, kid. Get busy and make something nice for your family for dinner. Bye.